EverQuest 19th anniversary celebration live stream. 19 years of EverQuest today.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, everyone. Lauren and I are going to chat just for a minute and get you onto the good stuff. We'll be playing on Coirnav Progression. But I just wanted to take a second. You know, we have all of our various swag here. This is probably a really tasty bottle of champagne from 2006. Fippies, of course. We stole this from one of the Daybreak displays. It may never make its way back there. That bottle of champagne is a lot more tasty stuff from 2007.
Oh, got it.
Oh, yeah.
I've got all the extra
this
swag.
is a signed copy by Bob Salvatore. So we keep these things or generally steal them from around the office. Oh, and this is one of the original maps of EverQuest at the front.
It's blocked a little bit,
yeah.
but you can see it right up there.
But, you know, every time anniversary comes around and we're reflecting on what's been going on, 19 years ago on this day, I was logging in on dial-up and logging in as the servers crashed. I made a Dark Elf Wizard in Neriak, and it took me probably 3.5 hours to find my way out. And then just being in this world where I was never alone, and obviously now I worked on it as a designer starting in 2003 after being a very devoted guildmate and addict for a good while. And then now still here. So it's amazing to us. I was talking to Andy Seitz, who was on the original team. And they were running around with their hair on fire trying to fix all the servers that I kept trying to log in on. So it's an amazing, amazing game. And we do, you know, sometimes EverQuest is referred to, like industry now, they call them legacy games. And Lauren pointed out very well that, hell yeah, it's a legacy game. We made a legacy with this game. So we're really excited to have you along the ride. We wouldn't be here without you. And these guys are going to talk about what's coming up today. Big day, 19th year. Yes. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, we have a lot going on. Lauren, do you want to talk about some of the new content we have for the anniversary?
And obviously there'll be like lots of posts online about everything with like lots of extra details so you guys can get all the insights of what's going on. But there's new missions.
What's that weird friend there you have?
Oh, I know. He's awesome.
I believe that's a player-made Othmere.
It is.
Yeah.
That's a player made? That's
yes.
pretty incredible.
No, I'm pretty sure we didn't make that.
I feel like he's my new best friend, though. If you see him in my office, he's going to hang out. Either way, he's just going to hang out.
We all need support.
We do. He's my emotional support otter. But yeah, no, there's new missions to go under. There's a new mount available on the Jubilant Merchant, the Lava Cesloid. I think I'm saying it right. Either way, it's a badass kind of like lava spider. I'm definitely going to use it because I think it's really cool. And you can obviously buy it for commemorative coins. There's all sorts of new things going on. Obviously, all the old content will be returning. And then they're all turning on and turning off at different dates, so be sure to check the article for specifics.
Yes.
But lots of things going on. We've got a 1.5 times experience going on all servers. So this will include our latest progression server, Korneav, as well. So it might be a great chance to get some extra bonus when you're starting all over. But yeah, lots and lots of awesome stuff going on. And again, with like cool swag like this, feel free to like link us some cool swag that you have from EverQuest or that you've made for EverQuest, because I would absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, it's always super exciting to see. I've seen players make super cool things over the time, like rings and apparently Othmeres and all that good stuff. We always love to see it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, before we get too started, do you guys have anything you want to touch on? Like, what was your favorite memory in your 19 years or 19-ish years of EverQuest? No pressure.
The most memorable one, it's kind of indicative of EverQuest on the day. So it was the last weekend that J-Boots was going to drop off Drelsna. And so I was in there on my server, Fenenro. We were in a camping line, and I was working at Microsoft at the time. We were in a camp line of 90 people-ish, and I was keeping the list. So everyone who was waiting in the line all the way through the dungeon in Najina, I missed work for 3 days, and in shifts with my friend who would wake me up so that I could take over in 2 box and camp and try and get the boots. But it took 3 days, and it could be up to 4 to 6 hours before the person at the front of the line got their loot. And then, of course, there was some number of jackasses who ninja looted, but that to me, everyone was so friendly, great jokes. We were all completely delirious, but it was one of the best times outside of doing raiding with my guilds. But that's the most memorable, crazy thing. Where I literally just didn't go to work. It was a very Office Space kind of moment for me, and indicative of like gaming. To me, that's where I first really found a love for MMOs and online gaming. And people in EverQuest are second to none. I mean, it's a very cooperative atmosphere that is, gets amped up by those jackasses who, it kind of bonds you all together, even if it is in hate. But that's what we do. It's all about experiencing things with other people.
There's nothing like competition, too. Competition is definitely a part of experiencing those things.
And that is EverQuest, is who does it better. But yeah, I mean, everything about this game is epic in so many ways, including when you die, being super, super mad, because you're relying on everyone around you to be as good as they can be at their class and what they're doing in their strategy. And I feel that's something that's missing a lot in games today.
Right, and like you said about the scope, every time I log on, I feel like there's something I just have never even seen before, and things keep getting added too because this game is incredible and we're still working on it after 19 years, and I feel like I'm never going to catch up, which is kind of incredible.
Yeah, I'm never catching up either. I mean, it's just so much. I feel like I'm still such a newbie.
I know. I've been playing a lot recently, and it's like, there's so much.
Yeah. I saw a video. This guy a number of years ago was doing Mysteries of EverQuest. And you should check him out if you haven't. He revealed through that video that there's a third weird stone arm in Wraith Mountains that I didn't even know was there. And I thought I knew just about everything. So there's always some rando thing that somebody picks up on. Love the community because the dedication and things you guys discover and share, that's what we're all about. It's like finding and sharing the information because definitely it's not all handed to you while you're playing the game.
Yeah,
sure.
There's always so much.
All right, so let's play.
Yeah, let's play with that. It looks like Korneav.
We'll get some devs in here.
Yeah, Korneav should be up now. It is good to go and running, and we're going to have two of our devs hop in, so thank you, Holly and Lauren,
Happy
for kicking
anniversary,
that off.
Happy anniversary, everyone.
Cool. I'll let them switch out. We're going to have Jonathan, who is a familiar face on my left. My camera's reversed up here. And Joshua, who is not as familiar face, but has been around for a while. They're both members of the EverQuest team. Jonathan's a designer, and Joshua is a programmer. And that Othmir is struggling.
I'm trying to make sure he doesn't spill.
Hi guys.
Hello.
I kind of introduced you, but do you want to take a second to introduce yourselves, what you work on, history with EverQuest, fun stuff,
Sure, yeah. Happy anniversary, everybody. It's 19 years, man. I can't believe it. I'm the lead designer on EverQuest. I've been here since 2002 when I started. Not all of that time was working on EQ, but the vast majority is. So I'm happy to be here and happy to have experienced the beginning of EverQuest when it first came out, and happy to be here on stream playing it as we release a new progression server.
Oh yes, and then we have Joshua.
Hello, I'm Joshua. I'm one of the programmers on EverQuest. I'm rather new. I came in, I guess, late June of last year, so coming up on my first full year here, and I'm just really excited to be a part of, as they were saying, a legacy and being able to add on to it and just keep making it better.
Oh yeah, it's definitely awesome. So these two are gonna hop into Korneav. I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
I think that's right. Yeah, Korneav.
There we go. Korneav.
Somebody wanted to call it Carnov, which I thought was amazing. So it's gonna be my new name for the server.
I change it every time I say it. Yeah. The giant squid. I called Korneav a squid the other day, and Rai yelled at me he's the avatar of water. I was like, I'm sorry.
No, there's a lot more going on there. It's he's got crab claws, and he's got tentacles.
The piece of art we've been using has been squid-like, but cool. So I'm gonna start that up. It looks like some people are having.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to close this and reopen it.
I guess we're kind of flipped as far as who's playing who, but yeah.
There we go. So Korneav, in case you guys haven't heard, which I'm going to assume you have by now, but It is our newest progression server. It's a TrueBox time-locked progression server that should have opened about 10 minutes ago. So it's a chance for you to experience EverQuest through the ages again. So we're starting with classic EverQuest. Barbie looking for guild. Beautiful.
Looking for group, but also looking for guild. Yeah.
Sorry, I meant to say group. I know what I lost my spiel there. I was distracted by the Barbie. No, it's funny. That's great. But yeah, it's a chance to experience EverQuest again, kind of through the ages. Content's going to unlock every 12 weeks about. So we're starting on classic EverQuest right now, 12 weeks Kunar, 12 weeks after that. But it's definitely really fun. I think I'm going to be rolling a character after this too, because I've never actually gotten to start on a new progression server.
Oh no, yeah, that's the best part of a progression server. You get to kind of be there for the rush, the excitement when there's scores or hundreds of people even in some of the original zones, all being there for the first time, doing their newbie quest, killing newbie mobs, and
yeah, it does get a little
working together or or fighting over the same spawns.
Yeah, definitely an experience I'm excited about as someone that hasn't gotten to play through one yet.
I have a group of friends who we play on Agnar, and I came in, I think, right after Kunark unlocked. So my very first character in EQ was an Ixar, and I was fighting everyone in the Field of Vone for spawns.
Yeah. Yeah, the progression stuff has kind of come a long way. We've been iterating over this since the first progression servers came out in June of 2006, I think.
That sounds right.
So we've been at this for almost 12 years now, and each progression server has a little bit more differences, improvements, changes to try to make it a fair and fun and friendly experience.
Yeah, it's definitely looking forward to it. I know a lot of players where it's cool. People have already been looking for. I think that's where I got my looking for guild instead of looking for group in my head, as I've been seeing a lot of posts on the forums of people already looking for guilds and starting things up, which is really exciting. I mean, we announced maybe about a month ago, I want to say, and people are already like ready to go. Like, this is what I'm playing. I'm ready. It's definitely pretty exciting.
Yeah, finding a group makes a big difference. Your group and/or guild, working with other people can make things so much more fun and so much more productive.
All right. Looks like we're having Joshua's
struggling. No, I know you might have to close that and relaunch it.
Everyone's too excited
or
to get in.
I can kick you off if you want. Currently logged in players.
Yeah, you might have to kick me off.
Server hamsters are doing their best. Doing their best.
It just shows that everyone's excited to get in.
I know. It's like, can it really be that mad?
Oh wow,
they want to play. Everybody's rushing the hamsters at the same time. Little legs.
Yeah, I ran a Who a while ago, and it just came through. So there's already well over 1,000 people in the game, and I'm sure we are hammering the login servers at this point.
They were ready. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably an email when I get back to my desk. But yeah, it's crazy. I've seen people have been like, when is it unlocking? I want to take a day off, which is like the coolest thing. And the anniversary bonus XP is going on right now as well, which is, Lauren mentioned earlier, 50% boost, so 1.5 times, I believe, bonus XP. And it's active on all the servers, including Korneav. So it's definitely a good weekend to start a progression server.
And that's running
feel really good.
All through March. It's running until the end of the month. So end of the day on the 31st. 31 days in March, right?
Yeah.
I think so. There's 31 days in March. It should run until the end of the month on that last day.
It's a Saturday, yeah.
So it's a good time to
great way to kick off a progression server.
Get in there and start and
we'll wait for that. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, it's on the screen.
There's a bunch of other stuff going on this month too. Obviously, we're getting close to Easter, which is going to be our Stomples Day celebration. We're already in the middle of the Brew Day celebration. And the anniversary is going to be kicking off today and going until May 10th.
Yes.
Keep an eye on your events and your calendars and alerts to see what's happening with that.
So with that too, Korneav is an all-access member server. To play on it, you need to be an all-access member. So because of that, Sherwin, do you mind helping out with this behind the camera? We have a couple codes to do giveaways for 90-day all-access. We'll have some Daybreak cash for giving away later as well. It's the one below. The double, we're going to do perfect. Thank you. The 90-day all access, the first code. Perfect. So we're going to drop that in the chat. So if you are an all access member, or not an all access member, you are going to want to try and grab this, because then you can play on Korneav too.
Nice.
Cool. Thank you for that. My setup over here isn't doing too well. Cool. All right. Well, he's on the shuttle bus.
I can
Yeah,
get a start
I'm
without
Do we-
you.
yeah,
you know,
we're
I feel
gonna
kind
get
of
started
bad.
with Jonathan.
Sure.
It's okay. There's the
I mean-
1.5 XP. He'll catch up.
Yeah.
I have to be honest though, like on
let
Agner,
you get a
I think
couple
I've
kills.
died I think my first life I died 20 times my first playthrough. Like we played like 4
Yeah.
hours. I was just always dead.
It can be brutal. Oh, what do I do with the code? Okay, you can daybreakgames.com/redeem. Is that link right? I'm trying to think. You may be able to go in through there. That might be wrong. If that doesn't work, let's see. You can log into your Daybreak account online, and in your account settings, there should be a place to redeem the code. I cannot remember the exact path off the top of my head, which is my bad for not thinking about that.
It looks like we're up to 1,700 people on Korneav.
That would explain why it's not letting you in. They're definitely rushing. I remember just a couple minutes ago, Jonathan said there were about 1,000, so it's already almost doubled, which is
Yeah, within the span of a couple minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's fun to be in there in the beginning. It's
Yeah, so if it's not
And-
valid, that means somebody already redeemed the code. So each code is redeemed once, but we'll have more going throughout the stream. There's a couple chances for you to win, and probably going to be a couple chances next week as well, as we run through and kind of continue celebrating from Facebook and our Twitter, social media. We'll do a couple more giveaways. So do we want to switch over so Jonathan can get started on his gameplay and leave Josh in the dust?
Oh, sorry, Josh.
It's okay.
You know
I
what?
feel
though?
like you should get preference to logging in, but apparently that's
Well,
not a thing.
I mean, Joshua has told me he has had some
Oh.
rough. He wanted to tell the story. He's definitely had some rough times starting EverQuest. Do you want to go ahead and tell that story of your first time, since you're having another rough time right now?
When a programmer is brought into the EverQuest team, one of the very first things that happens is we run through the tutorial to get like accustomed. And if you hadn't played the game, most of the programmers have played it before. I was one of the people who hadn't had too many hours beforehand. And Glooming Deep, going through the tutorial, I have terrible fear of spiders. It's just a nightmare. And Glooming Deep was fine. I was enjoying it. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to work my way out of the prison. And we get to the shared quest, like the kill the spider queen, and I screamed at my desk and threw my headset because I was freaking out.
I was like, this is your initiation, kind of, especially for you. I was laughing. And earlier, Lauren was talking about the lava, I think, Cecilioid Mount, or however you pronounce that, but that's the new 19th anniversary reward. And she was like, it's like a giant lava spider. I'm really excited. And I was like looking at Joshua in the corner, just like, after hearing that, and the fear of spiders. It's pretty funny.
They're everywhere too, like especially like in the Field of Bone. So what I'll do like on Agnar is I'll play with like a group of friends. So like I'll have my friends like tank, and I usually play like shaman or druid. So I like to heal and like support. So I'll have like the windows or the chat blocking the actual spider, so I can heal my teammates without having to like
to look at them. There are a lot of spiders in EverQuest. It is not entirely wrong.
Yes. Yeah, wherever you go, there's rats, bats, and spiders.
Right.
It doesn't matter how high level you are.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and get started? We'll pop
Sure.
Josh in
Okay.
at some point. Sorry.
So
No, you're fine.
I'm not super familiar with the barbarian starting experience. I wanted to do something different this time. So I made a barbarian rogue, and Josh, when he gets in, is going to be playing the barbarian shaman because he likes to play the support classes. I'm going to get started here by turning in my note and getting a sweet tunic. What? Okay, got a tunic that doesn't actually show any difference on my character. It's going to come in handy. Yeah, we're gonna start heading out towards the. You know what? I kind of want to turn on old player models, but I also don't want to log out of the game because I might not be able to get back in.
Yeah,
So maybe that's not a good
okay.
idea.
It's okay. No worries.
I should have thought of that. That would have been a nice classic look. My swimming is real bad, real bad. So this is gonna take a while.
Swimming always stresses me out in this game. I'm like, I don't know why. I just it's so slow, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna drown out here. Like, no.
Yeah, there was somebody in my guild who got stuck in a pool of water in one of the starting cities, and she was underwater and she was drowning and she couldn't think of what to do, so she ran to go grab her husband. And by the time she got back, she had drowned. It was too late.
I hate going under the water because I'm always like, And as a reminder, the codes dropped in chat are only redeemable by one person, so there are definitely some special giveaways. We'll also do some daybreak cash in here.
Do it, yay!
So if it's showing invalid, it means someone has already redeemed it, but you will have a couple more chances to win some things. And like I mentioned, next week on Facebook and Twitter, we'll probably also do a contest where we can give away some more of those. So that'll be cool.
Yay!
With that being said, too, do we want to drop 1,000 daybreak cash in there? That'll be get your cosmetics or whatever you want in the marketplace. I always buy cosmetics.
Or the...
You gotta get the Heroes Forge feature.
Oh, that is true. We do have some, what is it? The Heroes Forge Clockwork set and Gold set are in the marketplace this weekend as well.
It's been a couple years since those were available, so those are back for a limited time.
So if you want that, go ahead. That code's in chat for 1,000 daybreak cash.
Oh my goodness,
that'd be a good thing.
I'm still zoning, or maybe I've crashed.
Oh man.
Well,
there are too many of you guys.
Hopefully I can get back. It looks like.
Oh, it looks like
Josh has finally.
I was testing.
Conquered the. No, he has.
I was testing another server just to make sure I could actually.
I got baited.
Yeah.
There are too many of you guys trying to play.
Yeah, I haven't seen another barbarian yet, so I wonder if this is an unpopular starting city compared to other places. Like every other time I've started in Greater Fadark, because I've got a lot of nostalgia for some of my first characters that started there, and it's always packed. You know, there's tons of people in GFA. There's multiple GFA pick zones, and it's
always a popular one.
It's super popular.
I haven't decided what I want to play yet. I was thinking about it this morning. I've never played a ranger before, so I was thinking about that. But I don't know. There's too many options.
I might have to go barbarian though. I might have to like re-roll barbarian like on my actual account because I didn't know about the particle effects for like the cold air. So like we were testing things yesterday, and I had never been to Everfrost. I do testing in like other zones, and I went to Everfrost with Jonathan, and like the character started breathing the cold air, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Cool.
Yeah, there was something that Terry put in back in the day. He went by Gnome, I think. Some people recognize his name from the forums or him going to a couple of fanfares. So he found a way to put in this cool particle system so that we could have cold breath coming from breathing NPCs in cold air zones. But there were some problems with them, like the barbarians that have the bear hats on their heads. For whatever reason, like the cold breath was coming from the bear, hats that they were wearing instead of their actual mouths. I had to fix that. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, it looks like there are way too many people trying to get into the server right now. So some of you guys in chat are saying you're having issues. We're having some issues as well.
I think I may have locked up.
They're probably
I can try to.
Try again. Maybe they'll let you back in.
Yeah, I can try to shut this down and get back in. I don't know if that will be helpful, but sure, we'll give it a try.
We'll give it a try.
Give it a 3-finger salute.
Everyone upstairs, I'm sure, is working hard trying to get this going.
Killing all the rares before we can get there.
Chasing down the server first achievements. And I believe Korneav, unlike Agnar this time, has more features unlocked, right? So like players get the map this time around, and
I can click in things in bags. That's one.
I think so. Yeah, clicking in bags is a big one.
Oh, yeah, it's so nice to be able to drink a mana potion because I didn't know that was actually feature restricted. So I was on Agnar, like I was spamming clicking the mana potion. I'm like, why is this not working?
Tom Toby is about to go poke the hamster. He just let us know
Oh,
in
that's
chat.
good. Thanks.
So thank you.
Poke
we'll
away.
see.
I didn't-
We'll see how that goes. No hamster guarantees. It's a Friday. Besides the Chrono sale, is anything else going to be on sale? Not sale. We do have some special items available in the marketplace, like we mentioned earlier. We have Heroes Forge gold armor sets and Clockwork something. I think there's another word after that, but the Clockwork ones that look really good.
I think it's like Clockwork Hero.
Clockwork Hero, that sounds
Clockwork
right.
Hero, Heroes Forge,
Clockwork
Hero.
I was
Heroes.
typing that yesterday and I
And
was
the,
like,
and the
this
golden
feels
hero.
wrong. The
Yeah.
golden hero, right. The gold one looks really cool. So those haven't been available in the marketplace for a couple anniversaries. I want to say since
There
2015.
we go.
So those are around.
And I believe Broker's bag is still in the marketplace right now. Too.
That is also in the marketplace. So, and I believe you should be able to purchase one on Korneav as well.
Yeah, and the lawn loot packs, they normally rotate. They cycle through different sets. They're all available for a limited time. Those are all out there.
Yep, most of those things are here through about the end of the month. There are more details in the article we have on web on EverQuest.com, 19th anniversary celebrations. Whew, got too excited there. Knocked my stuff over. You can get all the details and end dates in there. But we definitely have a lot going on, including the server that's giving us a hard time. I mean, what we could do... Oh,
okay. No,
never mind.
worked.
Jonathan's back in.
It just took a while. So.
It's like as soon as I thought of something else. Oh, did it just finish loading? Did you even log out?
Yeah, there's somebody. No, I was able to just finish zoning. It just took a very
Oh,
long time.
well.
That is super classic. That's like
That
how
is
long,
this
how
is
long it took to
classic
zone,
EverQuest.
when you were on dial-up.
We are actually
day.
playing on dial-up right now to emulate the experience. No, I'm just kidding. But let's hear. Chrono's still showing prices. The prices, I believe 5-pack, 10-pack, 25-pack are the ones on sale. I'm not sure if it's showing up on web yet, but they will be on sale.
Wait, no, do it.
I know you
Oh,
wanted
my
to give us the
social
authentic.
animations aren't loaded. Womp womp. I'll have
It's
to,
okay.
I'll have to turn
Yeah,
those on
nicely.
if I get the chance. But it looks like it's just
Sorry,
me
well, we're out
and
here alone in the wilderness.
alone in the wilderness is one other barbarian shaman who's out here.
Oh.
Oh, they're replacing you, unless it is you.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh!
I-
Can we get it? I don't
Also,
wanna...
can we give a shout out to like the new loading art where it's the conglomeration of like
It's awesome.
Yay!
the artists are brilliant. Like
Yes, the new loading screen is all of the old
So
EverQuest expansion loading screens, the pretty ones with the Furiona Vi and all the blue, and they're very like what's the word I'm looking for? Like stained glass looking.
Oh.
That's what they remind me of. I love using those every time like there's an expansion unlock and I have to write something. I'm like, yes.
woo,
All right, let's pull Joshua back up as well because we're both in.
hooray! Okay.
There we go.
Come on, get out of here.
It's me.
So it is possible to log in. I promise. It's just
Aw.
taking quite some time because of the bottleneck. Seems like there's a lot of people trying to get in. As often happens on a server launch day, like we were saying earlier, Jonathan mentioned, oh, there's about 1,000 people in right now, and then literally like 3 minutes later, he was like, there's 1,700 people in now. So everyone's trying. Everyone's trying. We just got in, so.
I'm just exploring a little bit. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really been to this area, so I just
Oh,
want to
nice. Yeah, that old vendor music.
the
Love it.
It's very nice. I haven't played a barbarian either.
How,
So this is
how
supposed to
well
be-
will I fare against a yellow con wolf?
Oh, am I gonna miss the moat? No.
this is- There you go. Yeah, you can swim it, but it takes a while.
I actually
Someone going across.
I rolled the barbarian last night on my own account just to see like the area and explore it, and I fell off the boat, and I'm so bad at swimming because I always forget like it's page up and page down. So like I
it's just
I
as
was
real.
sitting at the edge like how do I climb out of the water?
Mouse
But-
look is the way to go.
No, I'm so used to page
Oh,
up.
yeah,
though.
yeah.
We got a couple barbarians in there
I guess
now.
whatever works for you.
We're no longer the only ones. We got
Yeah,
Brutus
it's
in there. That's a
it's
great
just-
name for a barbarian.
Farber,
Ian
he's
Hanoi.
here too.
Farber.
He's dedicated. He's got like the
hopping
adventurous look, like we're going forward.
They're ready. Right on.
Now we're gonna see how long it takes to actually zone into.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was like, I'll just wait for you here at the zone. But
It's
that,
like hanging out.
that could be a while. All
With
right.
that, someone just asked, do you need a membership to for this server? You do need a membership to play on Korneav. And with that, here's a chance to get one. We're going to drop another 90-day all-access membership code in the chat, this can only be redeemed by one person, so make sure you try and add that fast. You should be able to go to the Daybreak website, into your account management, and there should be the redeem a code button down there. So there you go for whoever is looking to play on Korneav that doesn't have that membership yet. Hopefully you grab one of those.
And I believe it gives full access, right? So they become full members after that. So.
I believe so. I have not used one of these codes personally, but it should be. The code title is 90-day all access, so where are you going with that? That music is so nice.
Yeah, it is, right?
I really like it. I like hear it.
When one of the programmers has like a couple of the songs on loop that they sent out via email to like the other programmers to listen to.
Send me that. I want that. It's so nice. I actually really enjoy it. I'll play EverQuest music sometimes when I'm just working. A lot of the tracks from this and EQ2 are really good.
Yeah, what's your favorite track then? Or do you have a
I
favorite?
Just go through. I'll pull up on YouTube. I don't have a favorite
Oh.
anything. I like the loading screen. Not loading screen, but I do really like the music whenever before we start a stream. That's what I'm trying to say. The very epic, I think we have it on for this one too.
The standard EQ theme.
That gets me, yeah.
Select too, so
That gets me very hyped up.
Yeah, I really like the Natimbi theme from Gates of Discord and the Abysmal Sea theme. Those are great. For classic stuff, Greater Fade Art gets me every time. I love that theme, and the EQ2 revamp of it was amazing. And yeah, there's some good Velius ones. The Cobalt Scar theme is great, and the Velx Lab one is also great, and the TOV theme is also
There's definitely a lot.
a favorite. Yeah.
Someone just said they got killed by Fippy.
Oh.
Never give
Finally,
up.
Fippy gets his.
Finally,
he gets
every
his revenge.
dog has his day. Yeah. Fippy is one of my favorite things.
There was some nice art I think the other day about Fippy keep moving forward.
Oh yeah, I put that on a Monday. I was like, oh, it's Monday. Just be like Fippy and never give up or something like that. It's cute. It's very nice art. I think we had that on a T-shirt way back when. I wish I could get my hands on one of those.
Yeah. Some of those T-shirts are really hard to find now.
One of the things I want to see, I brought this up to Jonathan, but in the hallway we have a memorabilia thing for all of EverQuest. And we had one of the original, very first design documents is in a glass case. And I really wish I could open that up and see some of the content.
Maybe we bust that out for next year.
In case of
20th
emergency,
anniversary. Or in case of emergency, break glass.
Yeah, you can't break the glass to get to the original design document unless it's an emergency.
Not bust it out, but bring it up. That thing's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in our halls. Like Holly was saying earlier, all this stuff we have out here. Apparently, which I was unaware of this, they stole this Furiona model we have from one of the displays in the hallways. And I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to say anything. But
yeah, one of my I had one of those at home, and my niece, and she was 3 years old at the time, wanted to play with this. I was like, all right, sure, that sounds fine. Within a minute, she had taken the doll and smashed it upside down and snapped the life guide in half. And I was like, man, you broke my Furiona doll.
This one, we've definitely come up with some pretty cool stuff over the head. I have one of these Fippies on my desk too.
I don't have any of the older stuff because I'm newer, but for Ring of Scale I got a poster and I got some of the people on the team to sign it. I'm a big fan of that.
Ring of Scale art was very cool too.
Yeah, I have all the Epic 2.0 art on my wall in my office, and for some reason the shaman one is missing. I don't know what happened to it. I think we had all of them in the old building, so one of them must have gotten misplaced or lost in the
somewhere
move. Yeah,
we had an anniversary stream and someone took it down and never made its way back or something.
Yeah, I really like the concept art for this.
Really nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's drop another. Your screen
it's
changed.
There. It's happening.
The scrreen changed. Let's drop another 1,000
still
Daybreak cash in the chat. Right.
There's still just the two of us here. Yeah, we must be really hammering the zone servers and login server at this point.
You guys are too excited.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. It's kind of the bad with the good. So much energy and activity and excitement about this that we are taxing our hardware.
Too excited. Oh, we're going.
Yeah.
We made it!
Yeah,
Alright, let's bring them back
Don't turn
up.
around. Whatever you do, don't turn around.
No, I've made that mistake. One of the first
Don't turn
zones.
around. I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
One of the first zones I did testing in was Unrest and Cauldron, like a Dragonair's Cauldron, I want to say, and I didn't know where like the boundary was, so I would step through, and I'm like, oh, was it here? And I stepped back, and I just kept like zoning in between for the first time.
I've done that many a time, trying to take screenshots too. In game, I'll use like one of our dev clients and fly out, and I'll back out of the.
We seem to have an
zone.
army of barbarians coming in now. We have multiple people.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got some people out here.
I wonder if anyone. Feel free to mention in chat if you're also watching the stream. That would be kind of fun. But impossible to tell.
If we want to bring some of these people into a group with us.
Yeah, if they want to join. For this, there's not a whole lot of options for barbarian classes. So you get can't do berserker yet, but that will if it's coming soon. By soon I mean when Gates of Discord unlocks.
Yeah.
And
we sent out a few. It doesn't look like they want to join us just yet.
all right,
Looking for group tag, not working.
let's go.
Are you on
Let's
the
go
left?
attack some dangerous skeletons and or wolveses. oh no, never mind. Never mind.
I know there's
Turn
some,
around.
I know there's some spiders out here. I saw that last night, so I'm
Yeah.
prepared.
He's gonna scream and throw his headset and break our streak.
Stick together, team. That guy. Okay, watch out for that skeleton. That skeleton's deadly.
Is he? Where is he?
that
Oh, he's
skeleton-
red. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he will wreck us. So let's go. Let's go attack some yellow dogs.
Are you a tank character? What'd you roll as? Like,
Rug.
okay. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Oh yeah, we got this guy.
It might help if I buffed my teammates.
We got plate. No, plate doesn't want any of this.
Oh, thanks.
We'll make everybody stronger.
I'm gonna give some props to Lucy, one of our new programmers who updated the spell window. So now it shows a whole lot more information about what that spell does.
Almost didn't bite
I think
it.
while I'm at it, we should give some props to Ed Arista, who's been updating the spell effect descriptions.
Definitely.
We can pull one up right here so we can see it. We don't want to steal their kill.
Happy birthday, EverQuest.
Yay!
Thank you. We're EverQuest.
Yeah, it's the
19th
birthday of one
years.
of our programmers too. So she's.
Is
she-
it?
she's-
Oh, it's
yeah,
Katie's, isn't it?
Yeah. Katie, one of our programmers, she shares her
Birthday.
birthday with EverQuest's birthday.
19 years. She's older than 19, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, not the actual birthday.
not the actual birthday, but it's kind of insane.
Oh, dog.
Oh,
I'm
Katie's
getting
in
worried
here.
because like the
Yay.
deeper you go. Like,
Happy birthday, Katie.
Yeah, this whole area is kind of the same level. There's this, there's a couple of high-level guys like the Vengeful Soloist you have to watch out for, but for the most part, this is all newbie stuff.
Mostly.
See, you say that, but we're gonna like turn a corner and there's just gonna be like a
A giant spider. Sorry. I'm like never gonna let that go.
It was terrifying. Like our art is really good, and I went in there, and like the normal spiders were fine. Like all the spider cave, I could do the get the egg quest, and I was able to destroy everything. But it was when I got to the boss, I freaked out. Oh, I have there's another story with that too. We were on Agnar, some of my closest friends, and there's the underground dungeon in the Field of Bone. I'm gonna blank on the name, and we were running, and my friend plays like a monk, and he was like leading the charge. And he's like, "Oh no, Joshua, don't go in here!" And as he like fell through the floor, and naturally I'm like, "Sam, what's wrong?" So I chased after him, and the floor gave out. And I don't remember seeing the spider, but I saw the legs and like that, and I shut my computer. I was like,
That was enough.
I'm so glad I didn't have to like run back to get my corpse because that would have been a nightmare.
The corpse run. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there are, like I said, I think I said this earlier, but there is a good number of spiders in EverQuest. There are more than a few. Josh and spiders never get sold.
It's true.
Oh,
Am I
man.
doing it right? It's an invite, right? Yeah. I don't know if he's
Does
just
Skylar
following
join
us
us?
or
Yeah, I think I invited him.
He's just hanging out. It's cool.
we'll give him a quick buff because, you know, buffs are
That's what
life.
you do. Is this a new expansion? No, this is this is a very old expansion. This is classic EverQuest. Today we launched our
There we
Coirnav
go.
Progression Server. brand new progression server, time locked true box, which means you should be playing 1 account per computer, and expansions will be unlocking approximately every 12 weeks, so it gives you that chance to run through that original kind of EverQuest experience with some of the upgrades we've made over the years. It's not quite exact, not quite true to original, but most of the upgrades are good quality of life things to make things easier. And yeah, we just opened at about 11, so these guys are starting out in the newbie zone. We picked up one other player who just rolled a character. They rolled some barbarians, and we're gonna play through.
So we're over halfway to the next level. Things are going great. It's good to have a team. These guys are probably going to come
like watching the
together.
live stream, or he's just excited to hang out.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if he knows.
We're gonna back up a
So
little.
we're fighting the
Keep
scout
watching.
first?
Is he gonna? Oh, okay. So it's just the one. Okay. We don't have to worry about the second guy there.
I don't know why you keep tanking. Like, I feel like I should be
Sorry, I'm
doing
used
more
to it.
damage,
Like,
but apparently your shaman DPS is higher than my rogue DPS.
Ooh.
it's okay. Just concede to my class, and we'll.
I want to reroll. This class sucks.
I was kind of tempted to roll because, like, on Agnar, I'm struggling for food and mana like all the time. I think it's because I'm like a buff hog. So like when I get the buffs, like I have to cast them to like everybody. Like, oh, you need the buff, and I have like 5 buffs. So I have like I'm a group with like 4 of my friends. So by the time that it rolls around, I'm completely out of mana, and I'm like.
Alright, and so someone said their account is not being let into, I almost just called it Agnar, wow. Korneav, this account, God, sorry, I jumbled all my words. This server does require an all-access membership to play, and with that note, we're going to drop a code in the chat for 90 days of all-access membership.
Can I? Yeah,
Is
I
there
can go
more
with you.
stuff here?
Redeem it under account management on the Daybreak website.
I love
But only one person can use this code, so you gotta go fast. We'll give away more throughout the rest of the stream, and probably next week on social media.
You can join us on Korneav. That's where you play right now.
Yeah, if you snag that, you can hop right in. Oh, someone got in. People are getting in.
He hit so
Are
hard.
you?
Oh no!
You're in trouble.
we made a grave mistake. Oh no!
Oh man.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh, he hit so
Yeah,
hard.
because the other guy can't get in here.
Oh no.
Oh no! What have I done?
He's going. He's going.
Oh no!
We need to make a hotkey for target nearest.
Looks like people are starting to have a little bit of an
no,
easier time
no,
getting in now.
that was tight.
Oh, you got in. I'm gonna just sit down a little bit. Don't mind me.
Just hang out.
This is how I play with my friends. Is I go spam a bunch of spells and I sit there and then I wait for the next thing and I get up and I chase after them.
Just give me a minute. I'll be fine.
So close to leveling. I think we can take this guy, just the 2 of us. So we'll do this while you're in there.
I need a bind wound. Let's do that
I
real
don't
quick.
know if you have any bandages. Do you? Do we start with any?
Yeah, you start
yeah,
with
we got-
20. I think it's 20.
It looks like people are starting to get in now, so those login servers have having a better time. The hamsters are running a little faster.
Yay!
So right on. And if you're rolling a barbarian, feel free to join
This
us.
is tight too.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
no,
no.
Sammy! Heal it quick.
No. Close
This is
calls.
tight.
I can't move while I'm bandaging. We're gonna cut.
He's coming. He's coming.
What is this?
Save.
Dev spam.
Trust your healers. I play a lot of MMOs. So like I'm used to like super clutch healing and all that. And so like whenever anyone like backs up, I'm like, no, trust your healers. Trust your healers.
Trust your healers. A very important message. Thank you for feeding me.
I think the window's lagging too with the number of people.
Sorry.
Delete.
We're in now.
Hey guys.
Looks like there's a little bit of lagging. Oh, someone else. Is that someone new? Just
Oh, these guys respawn fast.
came into group.
The scout's back up.
Oh, careful. I think you're kind of. Oh, are you back there?
Oh, you're right. I should.
Hang
Yeah,
rest.
I'm just gonna.
I should be chilling for a minute.
I'm
Like,
going
hold
to
up.
get my mana up real quick. Oh, he's a Shami too. Oh, they're Shami. Ha! It took me a second.
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot of
Healing up.
options for classes. I think we can be warriors, rogues, or shaman, and that's about it.
I think that sounds right. Don't ever make your clerics mad.
Don't ever make your claim.
Or,
Yeah.
or your shamans.
Or your shamans. Or, you know, anyone.
It's been some sort of like eye accident. everybody's got one eye. Like,
Everyone's struggling. Well, the good news is,
the problem with depth perception. That's why you can't be a ranger and be a barbarian.
It's the harsh winter, right? So like. But.
And those goblins don't assist each other, so this is pretty great.
Yeah.
Like it seems like these.
This is much nicer than the Field of Bone, where like everything pulls everything.
Oh, dude.
The badgers especially are a nightmare to deal with. But
so for people that aren't able to access their Daybreak accounts right now for whatever reason, someone mentioned that in chat, we will do some more giveaways for codes and fun things, probably on social media next week. That'll give you a little bit more time to enter and try to win those. So don't worry too much about it because you have more chances.
Oh, the tell lag right now too.
No.
Okay.
But
all better.
I also wanted to bring it up, Jonathan, because you've been here quite some time. Like, if you had like a favorite, if you had a favorite memory or like a favorite feature or anything that like, it doesn't have to be like specifically when in the game. It could be like working with the team or like a memory playing the game. You know.
Oh gosh. I really like the new decal feature that we just got. As far as like new stuff, we're able to plant a decal on the ground or attached to an entity, and it's great for showing like dangerous areas for AEs or where a trap's going to be, or safe spots or dangerous spots to kind of message in scripted events like raids what's going on.
Oh, are the chat channels struggling?
Dun 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 dun. Gotcha.
Oh, Universal chat is down right now. Yeah.
Oh.
People are getting in at the very least, so it's progress. It's rolling out. New server launches are always a little rocky. Look at all those wolf corpses. These are monsters.
It's the trail.
Literally perfectly lined up.
How do I make you the master looter?
Oh, are you the master looter right now?
Yeah.
/advil and then ADVL. Yeah, you are the master looter. It'd be loot settings or. It's been a second.
Okay.
Master looter candidate. Shot him. Oh, I should.
Ooh.
Oh, or is that why it's not working? Oh, I thought I was the master looter. Okay. You, I think it's right click. Yeah, right click. You should be able to click on me, and since we're in a group, you should have stats in the group window, I want to say. If you go, it's on the far right of your screen.
What?
Click on my name and health bar and everything.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
And it should have like group roles.
Oh yeah, there we go. Thank you.
It's fighting that wolf.
Dershami is a much better support than I am right now. We're gonna. There you go, buddy.
Oh no! We have an ad.
It's
yeah, like up
happening.
until now, like nothing auto aggroed us or assisted, but now we got an ad.
No.
Gotcha, dogs.
There we go. Oh, did you make me the?
Yeah.
No, it's still. Let's see. Click it
good.
again. You might have to do it again.
Okay. Let's see. These guys are stacked on top of each other. This might be one of those like 2D1 or 1D2 spawns.
There we go. So if anyone is just joining us, since we've been going for a little while, today is EverQuest 19th anniversary, and we're kind of celebrating, hanging out, playing on Korneav, the new progression server. We also have a lot going on live servers. We have 4 new missions of anniversary content. All the old anniversary content should be back up. A new lava mount, lava spiders. Spiders are Joshua's favorite.
It's just gonna keep coming up.
I'm never gonna stop. We got some discounts on Chrono, and if you redeem one of those, you can also get this cool little anglerfish.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Facade. Yeah, I don't think we mentioned it. So
I don't think we have. Yeah, there's a promo going on right now. If you redeem a Chrono, and you have to log out and log back in, but at that point you'll be able to claim on any character a
I think I'm too.
exclusive illusion.
yes, it is
And
a
it's
little.
in theme with Korneav.
Yep.
It is a anglerfish, or these the Heracuus.
Can't
I have
say
no idea
anything
how
either.
to pronounce that, but it looks like this guy,
It's pretty cool.
and he's pretty adorbs.
He's pretty cute. He's probably like, what is going on?
I was like stuck under chamois there for a second.
Want to go. There's also, throughout the end of March, 1.5 times bonus XP on all servers, so that's going to get you a 50% bonus in XP, including on Korneav, so these guys are probably going to have a little bit of an easier time getting through this newbie zone. Definitely a really nice way to start out a new character on a new progression server. You got Barbie running around as an anglerfish now. It's so cute. I actually like that a lot. There's a little GIF on the website where he kind of like looks at his foot. It's the funniest thing.
There's the otter illusion that a couple of the programmers running around in the other day.
Oh, the otters are adorbs.
Very.
I kind of let's go explore some more areas so we get able to show off Everfrost.
All right, this is a good camp though. This whole area on the west side of the map is all kind of newbie spawns, and they spawn and then run around.
We're gonna have to pull up something. We're gonna put chat over there.
How do you get the fish? I just mentioned it, but it was the first time we mentioned it. So, again, we have a discount on Chrono right now, and also you don't have to buy a new one. But if you have a Chrono and you redeem it to either give yourself an all-access membership or extend your membership if you already have one, redeem a Chrono before the end of March, and you'll get that little anglerfish illusion that Jonathan's decked out as right now. It's pretty cute.
Oh, no one's interested in any of the loot. Okay.
Will be redeemable before the end of March. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, it's a small bag.
Then we also have the new anniversary quest too. If you want to talk about those, Jonathan, I think
we
there's.
Oh yeah, so we have 4 new pieces of content, 4 new tasks to do. All of the quest givers are in Plate of Knowledge. Now, granted, like these obviously are not going to be available on Korneav because they don't have Plate of Knowledge unlocked. 2 of them are open air, and they can be done in Depths of Dark Hollow, and 2 of them are in instances, and they are kind of Mayong McLemore / Depths of Dark Hollow themed. One of them was designed by one of our very own programmers, a new programmer we have on the team. And one of them is a remake of an Eldon adventure that was available on Legend servers and hasn't really been experienced by many people. So it's been retooled to be an errand that scales between level 70 and level 110. And is pretty cool. I was excited to be able to work on that and bring that back.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on for anniversary.
Just like all of our other anniversary content, there's you get currency and experience for doing these, and each one of them has a hidden bonus objective, a bonus item you can get. If you get them all, you get an achievement for that, and the items themselves are pretty cool.
Yep. So there's a lot going on, a lot to celebrate. It's definitely a big 19 years for us. Not quite as big as the next year is going to be for our 20th anniversary, which is exciting. We've already been talking about what to do for that. Not to take anything away from 19 years, because it's still an incredible feat, but we've already been talking a little bit up in my corner of the office on how we're going to kind of blow it out of the water for 20 years.
Oh no, she's in trouble. Save her.
Oh. Who are we saving? Oh no, I wasn't looking. I'm sorry. Oh no. Can I help her? Try and heal her back up a little bit before she dies. Come on. There we go.
Woo! Victory!
Another close call.
Yeah. That was tight.
I'm really excited for the Heroes Forge though, the Clockwork and the Golden. Like, I love Heroes Forge.
I think that skeleton's good.
Oh,
Oh
no.
yes.
Oh no.
It's happened. Oh wait, that's the Vengeful Lyricist. Get out!
Oh no!
That's not a
Is he
decaying
dead?
skeleton.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh
no.
Run away.
Take one for the team.
Run away.
It was bound to happen at some point.
That's why I should con everything and check their names.
I wonder if we could
before you just blindly attack.
I honestly want to try hiding in the igloo. I want to see if we can.
Oh yeah, no, I tried that before.
we're gonna.
Yeah.
He'll chase me. You can make it out. We'll be fine. You can do it.
So, well, there's the spiders that you love
Oh
so
no,
much.
he's too big. Okay, yeah.
Here's the spider. Oh no.
You
He actually, Joshua,
valiantly-
actually just didn't want to see the spiders.
run away. So, this guy will probably chase me back to the guards. I have to zone or get all the way to the guards. This was a great place to level until that guy came and ruined everything. What's this guy?
Especially with that bonus.
He's just a
60.
decaying skeleton.
Barbie is again.
Yeah, we're already kind of well into level
On his
2
own.
here. Run away. Is that guy behind me? Is he behind me?
We're gonna start taking things. There
Oh,
we
you
go.
respawn back at the guards?
Yeah, so the spawn for the barbarians is Everfrost at least, so we don't have to like re-swim across the lake, pond. What would you call that? Lake, pond, body. The spawn for the
The body of
Yeah.
water. There we go. Try and get a guard.
In the first month or 2 of the game, I made a barbarian shaman, and it was early enough in EQ's lifespan that like it trusted your client for your start date, for your your created date. So it said, and this wasn't intentional. I just had my my clock and date set wrong on my computer. So it said that the character was created like in 1996, well before the game existed.
There are some still clients though from the early days who still play.
Oh, totally, yeah. Yeah, we had a promotion a while back to recognize somebody who had been playing the game for a long time. Somebody whose account had been active since the very original days of EQ. And there was a lot of people who had been playing since 1999 and had never quit.
Yeah,
I think
there's
that was the server that was named Strom was named after
Quite a
somebody
few.
who had been playing solid since launch.
You want to try going right this time?
Sure. Yeah, it's a lot of the same stuff. They kind of wander and cycle around this area.
I love that we have
But
the
we can see.
anglerfish running around.
Yay!
If you want to get that little anglerfish illusion, you can redeem a chrono before the end of March to either get yourself some membership time, or if you already have a membership, it'll just extend that period by 30 days. So you're not losing anything, and you will get yourself that little illusion. It's adorable.
We'll zoom back in on it. Oh, did the cameras reframe?
Cool. Do we want to drop one more of those 1,000 Daybreak cash codes in the chat too while we're kind of hanging out, leveling? So this code, only one person can use it. So one person is, oh god, we've switched to my account. Oh no, wait, don't drop that yet. Thank you. I got that right before. My Facebook refreshed. So this code, one person can redeem it under account management on the website, and it'll get you 1,000 Daybreak cash if you're lucky. We'll also be running some giveaways next week on Facebook and Twitter, EverQuest social media, so you can get yourself some stuff there if you miss out. But someone's gonna be lucky. That was fast. I know, people are really fast on redeeming those. It's actually a little bit insane. You gotta have that window open, copy paste.
We gotta. I used to explore
There's a lot
the
of guys here.
what is it, the player studio. So what would happen is like I'd have the player studio and like the health, and I'd be like, oh, that's a really cool shield, or like that's really cool, because like it's all player content.
No pup.
I don't actually know where to go here.
We are playing on live servers. This Durshami? I don't know how to say your name.
Dershami.
As a player that just kind of hopped in with us. We are playing on live servers, so if you can get in, I know login servers are struggling a little bit right now, but
We're here in Everfrost.
yeah, they're in Everfrost on Korneav. We're playing on the server that just came out today, new time-locked progression server, true box
Yeah,
progression
anybody
server.
Who
Anyone's
has a
welcome
little
to
level
join.
barbarian is welcome to
Yeah.
join us, or a non-barbarian if you can get here
If you
in
can
one
manage.
piece.
Yeah, somehow.
Ooh.
More spiders.
Actually crashed the game.
Wait, what? Oh no.
No.
Send yourself the crash dump.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna be looking at that later.
Okay, nice. I appreciate that.
Got all the files. Sherwin's over there with the. I wonder if I can. Oh, it looks like you're getting back in pretty fast.
I kind of
okay.
don't want to show off my account name.
Oh.
Let's see.
Yeah, good idea.
Are we game
this,
two?
and
There we
this,
go.
And this is my
Can't
password.
control that.
Yeah.
There we go.
And you can find me at.
Watch his hands as he types.
At least I have like my play account is very different than my dev account, so I don't have to. But oh my gosh, yeah, we're up to like almost 3,000 people. It looks like.
It's 3,000 people, and we've
Oh
only
dang!
been
Yeah.
open for an hour. That it's explaining why people are having some trouble squeezing in.
Dun, 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 dun,
Let's see
dun.
if it'll let you get back in.
I might not be able to.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you crashed out, so we'll have to go back to where you were.
If it'll
It
load
wasn't
back
too far.
in.
Oh, I did get right back in.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think people have been saying it's been getting a little bit easier to pick back up.
And we don't have preference. We already proved that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but the zone server's been busy spinning up pick zones as zones fill up. Oh yeah, don't forget, if you're in a zone and it's really crowded, there's a lot of people there, try to do /pick and see if there's any other versions of that zone open.
Right.
Especially like if you're in Nectarless Forest or Greater Feydark, they can fill up pretty quick with a lot of people. Those are popular zones, but for popular races. I don't see you back in the game
He's
yet.
working on
He's
it.
working.
He's
okay.
working
it's
on
slowly
it.
loading. It just takes a
Slowly
second.
There it goes.
We get to show off the good art again.
I
I love.
I gotta switch.
I love
There
the
you go.
loading screen.
The new loading screen, yes. Get a second of that.
Just. But I recommend checking it out if you guys get a chance because it's just
Is
gorgeous.
a fan, yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's the music I was referencing
Yeah.
earlier. I really like that. It just makes me want to I don't know.
Get up and dance.
Not dance, but it's very epic. Like I know people epic's a weird word, but there's no better way to describe that. It's makes me feel like I'm ready to get out there and go on an adventure.
Yeah, Fruit's gonna be around here somewhere.
It's gonna take a second. It's slowly coming in.
Didn't let him know. He's waiting. That guy's having it. He's
We
loading in.
we were inviting pretty much everyone we came across. So
Yeah.
if you do see us, you might get an invite.
Yes, you're welcome to come find us in them and Everfrost. Playing on Korneav, new progression server.
Oh, Seamus.
Okay, let's see. I'm still in the group at least, so I can still find
Oh
it.
yeah,
There we go. You're not too far.
The handy map feature.
Handy dandy maps. Not too far at all.
Oh, we have another person.
There he is.
Nice.
We'll send a quick invite to him.
Is he interested?
Don't know.
Only one way to find out.
You guys killed the spider. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we took care of it for you.
That's,
No
again,
problem.
he actually Alta forward crashed the game.
He saw the spider. I'm out.
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I can't. It's just too convenient.
Right.
It's too convenient.
Is that a client setting? If spider closed down.
You guys are having a much easier time taking these things out now.
Oh yeah,
Already
this is-
leveled.
We're level
with a
2
couple
now.
levels and
Two, right?
multiple
Yeah.
people.
It,
Yeah, it makes a
it's pretty,
huge difference
It's
when you've
pretty
got a bunch of
fast
people.
right now. With
Did
that
the other guy join
1.5.
up with you?
He did not. No.
No. You got one.
He doesn't know what he's missing.
Oh,
Good.
I hate these things. I'm just gonna.
Well, you gotta
Well,
kill
look
it.
at that. Let's cover it up. But. Ugh. I don't do spiders. At least they run away too.
You get chased by spiders. That'd be fun.
Oh, I need to roll. That's it. I forgot. tempo.
Oh, we should get the we should get the old combat music back. That would be great.
That would be pretty cool.
Because the music we're hearing now during combat is from Pop, which is it's cool, but it's not the classic song.
Not quite as classic.
Yeah.
He checks for spider. Where did that chat go? Every second, if the value spider becomes set to true, he executes a retreat. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Execute retreat. I'm sorry. I definitely turned that into like a thing now.
I'm not. It's never gonna let me down.
It's never gonna.
It
It was too good though. If it was funny.
It came
I'm
up at
enjoying it.
we had a company Halloween party, and I can't pronounce it right. Huddlewolf, or he got
yeah, I knew it.
he got a spider, and that made its way towards me. But
is that
It's a big
a
chat
skeleton we can kill, or a skeleton that will kill us?
we can. We can.
Alright.
It's good. It's good.
Not gonna
I
make
feel
that
like-
mistake twice.
I feel like barbarians are a lot sturdier than I expected.
Definitely not.
Yeah, especially when
not
there's
good.
3 of us. Oh, you know what? Hold still, guys. Hold still.
Oh no.
Da-da-da.
There we go.
Are we all gonna turn into?
Turn into XP machines.
XP, yeah. Got that bottle of shared adventure up there. 1.5 times experience bonus.
Thank you very much.
And you probably know from looking at the code, do the XP bonuses multiply on each other or add to each other?
I haven't looked too much at the experience, but I actually don't know the answer to that.
I think they're additive.
I think
If you have
They're,
two,
they're not multiplicative. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not.
they should be.
It should not
believe
be.
additive.
Oh, we have a new friend. We're gonna see if he wants to join us.
Right on. And that XP bonus they're getting on Korneav right now is live on all
Oh,
servers
you
through
could-
the end of March.
You have to invite them. I'm not the leader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why.
I did. I think it went through.
I want to hear the level ding.
we got a little ways to go for the level thing. That's a very recognizable sound, though. You're
It is a good one.
There's shamans with me. Oh, we don't want to get too separated. I'm afraid like a red's gonna spawn like in the middle of us.
There we go.
Sure.
It's additive.
Yeah, additive makes sense. That would be a whole lot of XP.
Yeah.
Not that it's already not, but
I believe there's the complimentary pack too. Let's see. Oh, no.
you guys are gonna play for 19 hours straight to celebrate.
Oh man, yeah. I think.
We'll probably be on for a little bit longer, not too much longer, because we gotta go work on more fun stuff. We have some stuff coming up. There should be a producer's letter coming out soon. But obviously this has been the focus for a while. But it's definitely fun to enjoy all that.
I think you have to invite Marks, but
I thought I did.
he's following.
Old school all-nighter. I'll probably roll a character when I get home tonight. I don't know if I'll make it 19
There we go.
hours.
There. 19 straight hours. It is the weekend, right? So like.
It is, but I like my sleep. It's been a very long week.
Oh yeah, it's been a busy month. Been a lot going on.
And it's not going to slow down too much. Before you know it, it'll be expansion season again.
Oh, I got so many. No one's rolling on anything.
Are you doing need? I've been doing
No.
always greed on everything.
I'm just greeting everything, but it's just. all-
Okay.
I think
Oh, there's a lot of you now.
Yeah.
we're slowly
There we
growing.
go.
The army of barbarians.
Let's see. So, to play on this server, you do need to be an all-access member. And with that said, because this is my favorite thing to do, we're about to drop a code for 90 days of all-access in the chat.
guy's a hard.
If you manage to be the first one to redeem it, you will get that membership. So you can go to account management and redeem on the Daybreak website. Go. We'll also be doing some giveaways next week on social to, give people with a little bit slower of a reaction time some chances to win stuff.
We'll go main support with a group of people.
There you go. Got a lot of people in here.
Doggies.
easy now.
Yeah. I wonder if the goblins over here in this camp, has it been cleared? Is that a goblin symbol? I don't know.
The red flag is a goblin symbol, yeah.
Nobody.
Looks like
I think
no one's here.
this duo here, Farber and Plate, already cleared us out.
Okay.
Cleared it out.
Got quite the group going on now, though.
Our posse. What's up this way? Oh, it seems to go on a while.
Yeah, that must be why. Okay, so I probably invited him and it took a while for it to go through. Just.
Yeah, with the delay.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming in.
There's a spider.
Oh.
Or,
I had a few.
or two. Is this guy running away from the spider, or is he?
He's got an axe.
No, that's.
We'll help him out. Oh, wait, hold
There
on.
we go.
Let's
Nope.
Yeah, it looks like he doesn't want to fight
does
this
not want any of that.
Oh, why me?
It wants the taste of the tasty EQ fruit. Oh, no, Mark's.
There we go. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few barbarians flying around now.
Get 'em.
Floating around now.
I wonder if we've spawned up a zone. No? Not yet.
Not yet. Not the most popular.
It's probably still Fade Arc.
Oh yeah, totally.
I
Yeah, I
feel like
think-
it usually is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who want to play an elf, and you can be a high elf, wood elf, half elf, and all congregate in that one
See,
zone.
that might be
It's
what
got
I
the
do.
all the popularity of a starting city and a starting zone and multiple classes classes and races starting area. That was what I did last time on Agnar. Was I played a bard starting in Greater Fadark, and just kind of did the standard Greater Fadark to Crushbone to Unrest.
Yeah, it's not a bad place
Oh,
to
that's one of
try
my-
something new today.
That's one of my favorite things about lower level EQ is whenever you see like a skeleton or like a monster carrying like a weapon or shield, like there's a pretty high chance they're gonna drop it, and like my friends and I we'll see the shield or the sword, and we're like, we want that, and we'll chase the guy down, like, give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take out a couple more monsters here, and then we might want to wrap up.
Okie doke. Any questions from the
definitely
peanut
fun.
gallery?
I've been watching. People are mostly making fun of Josh. I think that's my fault. I'm sorry.
I'll see how it is. Let's see how it is.
That's just like us, so it's perfect.
Oh, no.
I definitely, aggravated that, but it's fine. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Which way? We're at the crossroads here.
I don't actually know which way to go here.
Follow Dershami.
Full group on the Mammoth. For anyone that might just be joining, despite what I said about us wrapping up soon, we are celebrating 19 years of EverQuest. There's a ton of new content, 4 new missions for you to play on live servers, 1.5 times bonus XP, and if you're a Demachrono before the end of March, you'll also get this cute little anglerfish facade that Jonathan is playing right now. Right now we're playing on Korneav, which opened at about 11 today, and it's already got quite a few players on it. Welcome to join us, or, join the group we're about to leave behind. I know.
They'll try to play some later, but it looks like it's
Hopefully.
going to be another busy day. There's a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of-
definitely going to be a busy day.
Well, one of the best things about MMOs is their culture, right? And our culture has survived a long time, so hopefully people make new friends on Korneav
yes.
and help expand that culture.
That's, too, what we were talking about earlier is games of Souls are considered legacy games, and you can always hear Holly going like, hell yeah, we made a legacy. Like, So.
That sounds exactly like her.
Yeah.
I can
pretty
picture
sure.
her.
I'm pretty sure that's a direct quote.
Well, there's a
But
person.
yes, it's been an incredible 19 years of EverQuest, so we decided to have some fun today.
I can't. Every time I'm gonna see like one of the hats, I'm gonna picture it like breathing the cold air.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, so there were a lot of little things that had to get fixed in that, and making sure that creatures that didn't breathe didn't show the breath, and that's all currently hard coded. Actually, I think it's like in code whether a race can't breathe.
Oh, is it? I guess it's part of the NGE maybe. Or?
It was around the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of a high-level area. We're right there on the
precipice.
On the precipice, yeah, right around the cusp of the higher-level mobs.
Right on. Looks like we cleared a lot of the easier content.
That doesn't mean we're ready for that next day. Especially because, like, I think we're all still lacking gear.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally, yeah. I haven't seen anything
Didn't get
of use
a
drop.
lot of good loot, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did they go? I don't want to.
Where did they go? Where's our peoples? Oh, there they are. We probably should, jet back in here to the west where stuff that our level is.
And not into the great wilderness of next door.
Just go in and all get destroyed.
Get eaten by some.
And from there.
Yeah, that's a good way to end the stream. And we
no
found some
worries.
snow orcs and we're dead.
And it's over. This is the end.
Oh, that is a. Oh no, it's a person, but he'll mess us up.
Oh, he's our friend.
Yeah. One of my friends used to tell a story about how the text, he didn't know that it's like you're considering, so he thought that like it was what the person was saying to you. So every time he would consider someone, he'd be like,
Like,
"What do
why
you
do
want
you-
your tombstone to say?" He's like,
Why is that guy so rude to me?
"Everyone's so
Oh.
rude."
Yeah, I think that's an old Daiku mud thing. A lot of the original oddities about this game, like calling things mobs, comes from the language of Daiku muds.
Hamsters make the
you
world
stole
go
it.
round.
I have not seen a single cracked staff. These skeletons are stingy.
There you go. Quite a few people in here now.
Yay!
It's definitely growing.
Yeah, we're headed the right direction.
See, I see a good
Just-
number of shamans. It looks like.
Yeah.
Good choice, friends. Good choice.
You always need a healer.
It's true. Well, I don't know why I'm leading. I don't really know where I'm going.
Oh dang, yeah. There's barbarians coming out of the woodwork now. I
I
wonder
know,
if there's a
there's
pixum.
lots
We're like
Let's
getting
Trying
towards.
to figure out.
We're probably getting close though.
But getting,
Yeah,
yeah,
I-
definitely getting close.
It takes a second once you reach the number for it to open up. Well, there it is. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
Pixums
So,
are-
oh yeah, then pick his group. I think I'm the leader, so I think I can force us all over.
Yep.
Hopefully this works. Fingers crossed.
Spread it out.
Yeah, there was nobody in it, so it must have just spun
Just
up.
spun up. Looks like it.
Yay!
Definitely a lot of players hopping into Korneav.
Korneav.
Korneav. Am I saying? I'm probably saying it differently every time. It sounds like close enough.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
was
gonna
weird
keep-
when you first hear a developer say the name of something and they're like Lucklin. Like that's not how you say it. It's loosely. No, that's Lucklin.
It's always different. Korneav,
Yeah.
Kornov, Kor.
Yeah.
Quire,
I still I refuse to say Tunair. It's always going to be Tunari for me. Yeah.
I just
I'm just
read
gonna-
them half the time. I'm reading and writing them, and then when I go to like ask one of you guys about something and I say it out loud, like you've probably seen me. I'm always like and I have to like pronounce it, and then you'll say it, and I'll be like, yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't like think of things in not relation to EverQuest anymore. I was talking to a programmer friend of mine about like programming, and there's apparently a famous programmer called like Agnar.
Oh, really?
And I was like, EverQuest? But
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, there was a character I made in Legacy of Yakisha era that had like a last name Debayan, and someone's like, "Oh, like the programming language." I was like, "I did not do that intentionally at all. It just you name 10,000 things, and at some point one of them is going to sound like something
Yeah.
else."
Just kind of how it is.
I'm excited. Every time I think of Korneav, I'm gonna think of the fish though. Or is it a fish or?
He's like an amalgamation of a bunch of different sea creatures.
The art we've been using looks like a squid, and I call him a squid, and Mariah yelled at me that he was the avatar of water.
He's Cthulhu with like crab hands.
That's
and
kind of.
You can
Yeah.
see the hands.
Because he's got like a nautilus shell, and then the claws, and the tentacles, and then some other stuff too. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He resides. I think it's the reef
there
of
we go.
Korneav, or I'm trying to think of the location.
That sounds right.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Something. I think it has Korneav in the title for sure.
I got through, but I think
The rest of us still have to. Load in.
It's gonna.
Everyone's excited.
I have to face everything alone. There you go. Yeah, we'll clear this area and then
We got
probably gonna
confused.
Weird.
wrap it up.
Okay,
but
doke. Get back to work.
back
People
to
are sending me
work.
tells. They're
Never
like, you should
ends.
fix stuff. I'm like, okay. I'll
5 more
look into
minutes.
that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely a lot of fun playing in a new server.
Yes,
Or
definitely.
watching you guys and I.
Oh yeah,
I don't mind
you
at
should
all.
have. Yeah, you should
No,
have
no,
like
no,
made a
I don't
character
mind
and
at all.
joined in. That would have been good.
I don't mind at all. I have all night to play.
It's some of the best bonding you'll have is like when you're with a friend in a game and it comes down to those super like clutch moments and.
Oh yeah.
Well-
Just kind of screaming. That's what I usually end up doing. I'm sorry. I'm going.
Yeah, I think that coolest moment was when you like came to that shaman's rescue who was unconscious and killed the thing that was on her and healed her up. Oh, that guy's got him.
He's got the axe.
Could be an upgrade.
Well, there it is. We'll do. All agreed. We'll do ask.
Oh, I can use that. That's probably better than what I'm wielding. Yeah, well.
I might roll as a warrior because like I have so much trouble with mana.
That's what I did my first. That's what I've classically played in MMOs. So I'm trying to, now that I'm
As I say, I'm out of mana.
trying to kind of expand, think about a ranger, maybe some sort of,
Let me.
I don't know, something new.
I'll bind your wound, friend. Oh, I must be closer. Ah, Dershami beat me.
Is everything dead already?
I'm such a stat fanatic. So like once I see stats, I have to like max them all out no matter what.
Did you guys clear that already? That was
No.
fast.
I think there's just
pretty
a lot of
much.
people.
I guess we should wrap this up
We're
pretty
gonna
soon.
go ahead and close back, switch back to the main camera so we can say our goodbyes. Sorry everyone that's playing with you guys.
Oh.
I know. I feel like the mom be like, go back to work. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on our 19th anniversary. We had a lot of fun. There's a ton of in-game content you can read about on the website, on live servers right now,
Oh.
and there's some stuff we have going on. Just some of it. Most of the in-game content goes through the end of May. A lot of promos run through the end of March, like the 1.5 times XP, and getting the chrono. They're totally still playing. They're like, no, we're not gonna stop.
Well, we
We're
gotta
not
get
gonna
these
stop.
goblins.
I couldn't camp
Doing it
out
for
here.
the
They're too
good of
excited. They're
Palace.
too excited. It's totally fine. I gotta run too.
Okay, well, yeah.
That's how fun this is. They rolled new characters on Coirnav. Now they're like, no,
We're
I'm
good.
gonna keep playing.
Sorry, it's a first.
No. I completely understand. But so as always, thank you guys for hanging out with us. There's a lot to look forward to, and we have a lot coming this year to EverQuest as well. New content, so keep an eye out. There's a producer's letter that should be going live right around now too, if you didn't get enough of Lauren earlier, Lauren and Holly. So thank you guys for being around and letting us turn EverQuest into a legacy. I can't talk. Wow, I flubbed the outro. Turn EverQuest into the legacy it is today. 19 years for a game is pretty incredible, and 20 years is going to be even more incredible.
Even crazier, yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys.
I guess we have to do it like a little wave.
Are we going to do the off mute?
Yeah, the off mute.
Bye.